Another is that different styles are better suited to certain situations. But most leaders select their styles based largely on personal preference, on the latest fad, or worse, unconsciously, on ingrained patterns and habits. What we need instead is the ability and tools to thoughtfully address the situation and select the behavior that is best suited to our particular challenge or opportunity. This ability is becoming increasingly important, particularly when we need to learn and adapt. As the world has become more turbulent and volatile, adaptability has emerged as the #1 critical capability for leaders. However, it is difficult to adapt, and it is even more difficult precisely when it matters most. Adaptability, learning, innovation, and creativity are most challenging in high-stakes, uncertain situations, exactly when they are most needed. The human brain is wired to react to these situations with the exact opposite of learning and creativity, and this threatens to undermine our performance in the most critical moments. Deliberate calm is the solution. It is not a leadership style or behavior. Rather, it is a personal self-mastery practice that provides leaders with the awareness and skills to avoid reacting ineffectively and to instead choose the mode of thinking and acting that is most effective based on their current circumstances. This book is evidence-based and combines cross-disciplinary research insights from neuroscience, leadership development, and team effectiveness. At its core, however, deliberate calm is a unique combination of 4 sets of skills applied to the context of leaders: adaptability, learning agility, awareness, and emotional self-regulation. Each of these skills is critical to the success and performance of leaders, but this is the first time they have been combined to help us learn and lead differently when it matters most. A recent meta-analysis of empirical studies found that adaptability and learning agility were the top predictors of individual leader performance and potential. Coming in at number 2 was IQ or general intelligence, followed by job experience. Another meta-analysis of 43 empirical studies found that leaders with higher levels of awareness and emotional self-regulation practices drove better job performance from their teams, above and beyond other factors like personality and personal leadership style. As far as we know, there is no existing research on what happens when leaders are taught adaptability, learning agility, awareness, and emotional self-regulation at once. Because outside of our work, no such program exists. But the results of our work with leaders and organizations around the world are extremely compelling. When we deployed a program with 1,450 leaders at a global pharmaceutical company, and compared their results to a control group, participating leaders showed an improvement that was 3 times higher than the control groups on a number of factors, including performance in their role, successful adaptation to unplanned circumstances and change, optimism, and the development of new knowledge and skills. Furthermore, their well-being improved 7 times more than the control groups. Best of all, the participating leaders only engaged in this program for 30 minutes a week over 3 months to achieve these results, which were based on self-reported data and assessments by colleagues. Practicing deliberate calm is more important than ever. Our world is changing rapidly, forcing us to deal with unprecedented levels of uncertainty and volatility, both individually and collectively. More and more, we are tasked with making high-stakes decisions when our old methods and success models are not fit for the new challenges we are facing. Often, we don't know what will work or if a solution will ever be discovered. Just as Captain Sullenberger could not have known whether or not his radical plan to land in the Hudson River would succeed. This unfamiliar context is what we call the adaptive zone. In order to succeed in this zone, we must adapt, break free of our established patterns and habits, open our minds, learn new things, and even find new ways of learning and collaborating.